And this crushed deep, very deep. Wills McGinnis. It's gone. Georgia State walks it off. Wills McGinnis, after Cole Griffith hits that grand slam to keep the Panthers alive, McGinnis snatches the victory. Hello and welcome to Atlanta, Georgia on a beautiful spring day where we've got some Sun Belt baseball on the docket. Georgia State hosting James Madison. James Madison coming off a huge win over Virginia in the middle of the week, and Georgia State trying to climb back into the top 10 in the Sun Belt to make the tournament. I'm Jack Little, bringing you all the action right here on ESPN+. Let's dive into those matchups.
I'm Steve Vecchione, pleased to be joined by Jack Little. Furman getting its first win for their brand new head coach, Mary Beth Dennison, and for Furman getting that win coming into this game today, a little momentum, Jack.
Yeah, for sure. And for Mary Beth, just a huge win to get her first, gets that monkey off her back. Now she's ready to go, try to get a second today. All
right, let's take a look at players to watch. An NAIA transfer, Chapel Cunningham for Lipscomb.
Yeah, she played at Southeastern in the NAIA, a star in the Sun Conference. They found an extra year of eligibility for her in the middle of the fall, got her in January, and she's been a great asset to this team.
King, step back, no. Guitar with the board. Barry's all alone ahead of the pack. Lets it fly and drains it. Georgia Gwinnett with an 8-point lead. Number 17, Tilda Engholm, the senior. We talked about her earlier. Her involvement has been up and down this year, but here we go. A big moment for the Swede. She steps up and sends the Grizzlies to the NAIA National Tournament. Georgia Gwinnett wins the CAC championship on penalties over Bellevue. He'll give to Smith Heisel now. Breaks through a gap, cuts inside, and the Rebels score first. A whole lot. And now this is Usman Fall, an opportunity in behind. Once again working on Brophy. He gets the better of him. Fall fires and scores. Salmons looking for the Texas route across the middle, over the head, and intercepted. Georgia State could really use some positive momentum heading into the back 3 innings here. Did Haber just provide it? That's going deep, very deep and gone. He did. Adam Haber crushes a solo home run off of Kellen Davis and might have just provided Georgia State with something of a spark. Lots of contact there, and that's going to be a free kick for the Mountaineers. A great opportunity on this set piece to commit numbers forward and try to find that equalizer. The Grizzlies working ahead. There's Simo in a wide area. Fall running to the back post. He finds Osorio as a go, and it's blocked. Another corner for the Grizzlies.
It's a good block. It's a block that needed to be made because Osorio, as he's driving in that ball, I mean, the way it was dipping, it looked like it was going to be on target in that one and just got right in the way of it. It sent up into the air and out for a corner.
Harry Walsh, the reliable center back, been here for 4 years at Rio Grande. First team all-conference player, potentially saving a goal. Osorio whips in. Hamu touched off the post. Now Rio can run. They've shown a willingness to counter on these corners. Here's Rosic. Alejandro steps to him. Now Goncalves with Gomez on him. Drops to Munoz Salazar. And the Grizzlies are able to kill the attack. Rio still in possession. Lofted in the big frame of Darube. Goes upstairs and gets it.
It's the one thing that I think the counter has been working so well for the Red Storm. But what's happening, and it's what Georgia Gwinnett, I think, has done well early on, too, is they get the numbers back quickly. They do enough. The players that are in charge of staying back in that back line, they do enough to slow down that counter. That allows for players to get back and help defend in those moments. And then it creates a bit of a situation where the Red Storm now has to build, find those moments. That's how Georgia Gwinnett's been able to win the ball back and go the other way.
It's clear what Rio's trying to do. They want to hit that long switch out to Will Perry on the far side and let him find Rosic or switch it to Goncalves. That's been the whole plan, as Cholich is brought down by Perry.
It's one thing, too, for Rio Grande, too, as well as they're trying to build in those moments. You see a lot of that speed that we're seeing, especially from those top three driving forward. They do want to connect on the width. That is the one thing we've seen fairly consistently in the first half. They really want to find those targets out wide, because that creates a lot more confusion, a lot more opportunities for those long crosses into the box, for those set pieces to develop there, too. That's what they want to do. And Georgia Gwinnett's been able to snuff them out, too. They've been able to get really well at being in those right positions and stopping those runs and stopping those outlets from driving and finding something in the box.
Well, it comes back to our conversation earlier about whether this is a 3-back or a 5-back. You know, when Rio is able to counter, it looks like a 3-back. But if they don't get on it quick, outside backs get back, it becomes a 5-back just like that.
Yeah, because it can rotate. I think that's the one thing we've seen from Georgia Gwinnett's side the entire season, and it's the one thing, too, about this as well, because of the players you have.
Slipped through by Munoz Salazar, trying to find Goncalves. Cut out by Simo, and Darup can pick it up easily.
The awareness from Joseph Asimo in that moment is outstanding. It really is. I mean, as that ball's coming in, it's sneaking through. He sees where it's going. He steps right in front of it, and he just is able to shepherd it right to Darup, who then can send it long the other way. But no, I mean, with this back three and also with the wing backs you have in Pedro Alejandro as well as Joseph Asimo, it can fluctuate. You want those players to be engaged in the attack as much as possible, but they can drop back to help defend in those moments. You've seen Luka Cholich step back to help defend too. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Players can come in and they slot in when needed, and then they go back to their respective positions to drive up and go the other way. And I think Georgia Gwinnett's done a good job of it, even defending with the three in the back too. They've been really good at finding those moments and picking the spots where they need to step, where they need to hang back, where they just need to be in the right place at the right time to stop and force the Red Storm to make a decision.
Long ball over the top, doesn't connect with Contreras. Matt, is that a concern if you're Steve DeCoux? It feels like a lot of these long balls have just kind of gone wanting or found the hands of Sami Hamu.
I think a lot of it you have to play the factor. There is a little bit of wind, especially as that ball gets carried up into the air. It can kind of drop not where you want it to be, too. But at this point, too, you're trying to send that ball forward. You know, Usman Falonado Contreras, they can make something out of anything. And we've seen it happen so many times this season, too. So I think when you're sending that ball forward, yes, it's going right into the hands of Hamu, but also that allows you to get the press up. You can press in that dangerous area in the attacking third and then get the turnover, just like they did now.
Here they come. It's Osorio. Trips over the ball a little bit. Instead, he finds Alejandro. Flipped in towards Fall. And run out of play past the big striker. Usman up to 15 goals on this season. He's got 4 assists to go along with those. Strong contender for a first-team All-NAIA player. Gomez and Goncalves. Gomez does well to win. Diop looking for Fall. Now it falls to Fall. Left-footed shot, edge of the box. Usman Fall nearly puts the Grizzlies ahead. Instead, Sami Hamu is up to the task.